For WTSA News and for Brattleboro Community Television on this Tuesday, February 21st, my name is Ian Kelly. These are the stories we're following at this hour. Brattleboro Select Board members tonight will be asked to approve an easement agreement with Amtrak for use of a portion of the Depot Street parking lot for a new passenger rail station. Board members will also be asked to issue an emergency health order for the property of 16 Washington Street, as proposed by the health officer earlier this month. The meeting takes place at 6:15 in the Select Board meeting room and on Zoom, and you can also watch on Brattleboro Community TV. Vermont lawmakers will be particularly busy over the next 2 weeks as legislative committees attempt to finalize first versions of bills ahead of the town meeting break. Legislators often take March 4th through the 10th off for town meeting, and it is a much-needed halftime break when representatives and senators get to soothe frayed nerves, shift attention from the daily stress of the State House, visit annual town meetings, and focus on local priorities. The Vermont League of Cities and Towns is asking community members to reach out to their lawmakers during the town meeting week break and speak out about their priorities. A legislative group plans to speak out this week about a proposed moratorium on spraying Vermont's lakes with toxic chemicals to kill weeds. Legislation is calling for a study committee to be formed, allowing Vermonters to become more informed about the need to spray our lakes and the process that allows this to happen. The current state law only takes one person to file an application with the Department of Environmental Conservation to spray any Vermont lake with toxic chemicals. Over the past 2 decades, the Fish and Wildlife Department has expressed concerns on the detrimental impact that toxic chemicals have on the environment and warm water fish. Vermont's retail cannabis market is growing at a steady pace, this according to the latest tax revenues. During the first month of retail sales, the state collected about $329,000 in cannabis excise taxes. Back then, only a handful of retailers were online. In November, as more stores opened, an additional $523,000 was collected, and in December, the state saw nearly $800,000 in new revenue from the cannabis tax for a total of $1.6 million to date. WTSA Sports, big night for Pasta. David Pastrnak scored 2 goals, including his 40th of the season. Boston beats Ottawa in a matinee game on Monday, 3-1. The Bruins don't play again until Thursday. They're out on the West Coast. They visit the Seattle Kraken on Thursday. Locally at boys high school basketball, Brattleboro beat Mount Anthony 68-45, and Leland and Gray beat Mill River 67-30. For WTSA News and for Brattleboro Community Television here on this Tuesday, February 21st, have a safe and tremendous rest of your day, everybody. My name is Ian Kelly.